Well, it was mentioned during the first game, very, very humid here in Croke Park. Galway won the toss and they've elected to play from right to left in the first half. There isn't a breath of wind about the place. The referee, Joe McQuillan from Kill Shamrocks in Cavan, in his 7th season on the inter-county referees panel. This is going to be good. Paul Conroy has gone to midfield for Galway. So Mark Lydon in the half-forward line. Niall Coleman, as we mentioned, left in reserve. We will see him. We also expect to see Joe Bergen at some stage for Galway. 6'6", Barry Cullinan laying that off to Pádraig Joyce, who has been the main man in their attack in every match they've played this year. Can he do it again in the All-Ireland quarter-final? Tom O'Sullivan with the line ball to Dara O'Shea. Aidan O'Mahony. Now, Matthew Clancy has been bothered by a back injury in recent times. That's a Galway line ball, by the way, and Clancy, as Kevin mentioned earlier, will go out and try and hoover up loose ball around midfield. Over the head of Brahana. Tomas O'Shea under pressure from Michael Meehan, and Meehan claiming that came off the Kerry man, but a wide signal.
It's an interesting change with the Galway number 9, Mark Lydon, going to the half line. As I said, there'll be a lot of bodies out on the middle because they will have to stuff it up there and get lots of tackles in on the Kerry too.
Galway haven't won a match in Croke Park, would you believe, since the All-Ireland final of 2001. A sequence they badly want to end today. Here's Tommy Walsh. He's still going and allowed to travel a long way. And Kerry open their account in the second minute.
Look at the power here for a young fella, still under 21, not long out of minor. This is my first time seeing him live. And look at that. Took the ball on, made the chance himself. And there's where it all started, with Dara plucking it out of the clouds. Great score.
Cullinan does have a height advantage over Dara O'Shea, but all timing, all power, and he got there just as Seamus Scanlon has done for Kerry. They surrounded Pádraig Joyce, picks up or tries to pick up the loose ball. It's Aidan O'Mahony's now. It's going to be a great battle between O'Mahony and Pádraig Joyce if they do indeed stay marking each other for the course of this match. Killian Young, Kerry people want a big game out of him today. It's such a great year last year. Tommy Walsh seeing a fair bit of it for Kerry. O'Mahony booms that in long. One back for Galway by Gary Sice. This is Paul Conroy. The Galway midfielder Diarmuid Blake charging ahead of him, but too much on the hand pass. Easy possession for Aidan O'Mahony. Killian Young. Young has help from Declan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan pops it back into Killian Young. There's space here and a chance for Tommy Walsh. It ran away from him. Here is Walsh, and he's put that wide.
Well, the problem there is the pass wasn't meant for Tommy Walsh. He might well have taken it off the ground as well. He gets away with it. I believe he did pick it. And there's a little bit of justice kicking it wide. But that wasn't who the pass was intended for. If that ball went to hand, that was a fantastic goal chance.
Again, it's towards Cullinan. O'Shea just bats it away. Brian Sheehan of Kerry. Foul by Pádraig Joyce. Now they have a lot of space over here. Killian Young lets it back to Brian Sheehan. Sheehan twisting and turning against Niall Coyne, and Sheehan. Is that going to be kept in? It almost was, you know, by Tommy Walsh. Wide is signalled by the umpire. is the only point of the game so far, Tommy Walsh. It's a very subdued atmosphere around Croke Park, actually. The fist of Darragh O'Shea. Tomás O'Shea, the Kerry captain. In towards Kieran Donaghy, Finney and Hanley with him, and that's gone wide again. You go back to the league game between the two that was played in Salthill back in April, and Hanley kept Kieran Donaghy scoreless that day.
Hanley's a fine footballer, Darragh. He got a bit of a wobbler of a start in the Connacht Championship, but he's grown, as I said, from match to match. He's well fit for Kieran Donaghy. He's a fine footballer in his own right. Big, strong lad as well.
Two men who were very relaxed when we spoke to them an hour before the throw-in. Mark Lydon all the way across. That was for Cormac Babin, nowhere near getting to him. Darragh O'Shea. Now the Gooch way out in front of Damien Burke. Brian Sheehan steadies himself, and Sheehan has dropped that short. There was pressure on him from Niall Coyne. Surprising to see Kerry doing that. Niall Coyne. Garrett Bradshaw. Tough corner back. Decent with the boot too, and he's found Pádraig Joyce, who was out in front of O'Mahony, and Joyce taking on Aidan O'Mahony and beating him too. Michael Meehan looking for it. It's run into the path of Meehan, and Meehan slots that over. And Galway have their first point. That's a very fine score. And trace it all the way back to Gareth Bradshaw with that lovely pass for Pádraig Joyce.
Well, that is the pass of the season, Darragh. I have to say, that's the outside of the left foot going across the 20-metre line. Brilliant pass. The execution, you'd expect Michael Meehan to put that over the bar, but the pass was glorious.
Cullinan leaning down on Darragh O'Shea. Free given to Kerry. And the ball moved forward for descent. Matthew Clancy was preventing the quick free, and that's moved it closer, and Brian Sheehan placing this. He's outside the Galway 45-metre line.
But that is his range. He can do it from there, Darragh, and that could be a bad 13-metre penalty to give away.
Sheehan for Kerry. Plenty of air on it. Wide though. The Kerry wides tally now up to 4 in the 8th minute. He'll be disappointed with himself.
I think Galway will be the happier of the opening 7 or 8 minutes of play. So the atmosphere is very difficult to get a handle on how this match might pan. Can it influence the players? It seems so subdued. But a 1 point piece, Galway will be happy.
Over 40 years since Galway have managed to beat Kerry in the championship. They haven't met all that many times in those intervening years, but it's a long time ago. Is today the day to bring that to an end? Michael Meehan has Galway's first point, and Meehan still going and causing real problems for O'Shea. Mark O'Shea, he pulled his shirt, free in, and Galway should go in front from here.
And there it is. Pulling him back into him to prevent him getting away. It's an old trick of the cornerbacks and fullbacks.
Michael Meehan will take this himself. Galway by 2 points to 1. He's got them both.
An interesting aspect of the football today, Kieran Ling, we saw earlier on, who was reverted, well, always was a free taker off the ground. He had a perfect record. Meehan takes all the difficult ones off the floor, and so far, so good.
Scanlon travelling a long way to try and get to that with Mark Lydon. Tomás O'Shea of Kerry. Launches that forward towards Kieran Donaghy. Hanley managed to get a fist on that, and it's good play by the Galway fullback, just As long as he can take the ball away from Kieran Donaghy and find a teammate, that's absolutely perfect for him. Barry Cullinan bursting out. Matthew Clancy. Diarmuid Blake. They're playing with a fair degree of confidence at the moment, Galway, and that's a free in, a push in the back by Padraig Reedy on Fiachra Breathnach. The defender was always struggling to get to this.
That's as obvious as you're likely to get it on the camera. Push in the back. And here comes Meehan, wrong side for him, but well within his range.
And the confidence will be up. Scored a couple of goals for Galway against Cork in the 2005 quarter-final. And Meehan has struck that beautifully. That is absolutely outstanding. Absolutely drilled it. 2 frees out of 2. He's got all 3 of Galway's points, and they're 3-1 clear.
Well, will you see a better one all season again? I was on about the Padraig Joyce pass. That free from his wrong side, from distance, dropping beautifully over the crossbar.
Galway have created 3 scoring chances. They've converted 3 scoring chances. Cullinan is now starting to get the better of Dara O'Shea. Diarmuid Blake picking up the loose ball. Kerry giving away another free. Joyce, the captain, launches that in towards Breathnach. Really there with him. It breaks for Michael Meehan. Meehan has runners to his right, and Meehan goes on his right boot and slots that one over. 4 out of 4 for the Galway full forward. We said they needed a big game from him today. They're getting it so far.
Great work by Fiachra Breathnach, but again it was Joyce waiting for the run. He put it in long enough with that hanging kick inside, and it's easy to get a break on, and well, the rest, once Meehan gets possession, it's too late then.
Kerry's sole point, which was the first score of the match, was 9 minutes ago. The All-Ireland champions a little uncomfortable at the moment. Seamus Scanlon. Dara O'Shea. Tommy Walsh. Lets it off to O'Shea. Walsh hits the deck. That's for Kieran Donaghy, but taken brilliantly by Gary Slice. Paul Conroy. This young Galway team blossoming at the moment. One of the more experienced men, Padraig Joyce, and he just boots that in towards me, and again it'll bounce awkwardly but comfortably taken by Diarmuid Murphy. Risky hand pass out for Killian Young. He had 2 Galway men around, but he stayed extremely calm. Aidan O'Mahony. Look where Kieran Donaghy is, and Hanley has gone with him. Donaghy just eases his way back. Hanley got back towards it. That favours the defender. It certainly did. It really gave Declan O'Sullivan no chance at all. Hanley dispossessed, but Diarmuid Blake is brave. Very brave, and he's won a free too.
It was a crucial one. They were a bit silly in defence, but Diarmuid Blake had to be brave, he had to be strong to recover it, and he did.
Look at the scoring chances. Kerry wasteful in front of goal. Damien Burke. It's gone Kerry's way. Kerry keen to get on with this. They've made a sluggish start.
I just wonder how that was related to, you know, the Monaghan match there 6 days ago. It often happens.
Now that's for Kieran Donaghy. Hanley behind again. It's broken down nicely. Donaghy Walsh left it after him, but it's a free into Kerry. Have a look at this again.
Oh, that's a great tackle by Diarmuid Blake.
It's Diarmuid Blake's challenge, and
Unless Diarmuid Blake appeared to pick the ball off the ground, but I think the whistle had gone at that stage. I'm not 100% sure that the tackle was perfect.
Brian Sheehan. Over it goes. First Kerry score in almost 12 minutes. A concerned looking Pat O'Shea at the moment.
Well, this is Donaghy Walsh coming through. That's a great tackle. Now just watch it here. No, he's picked that up. No, he's picked that up, but the whistle is well gone at that stage, Dara. I don't think that's what it's for.
A soft point that was for Kerry to score, but they'll take everyone they can get. Tomás O'Shea. Aidan O'Mahony. Brian Sheehan just ahead of him. Here's Seamus Scanlon. Scanlon into the space for Tommy Walsh, well out in front of his man. Now Declan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan steadies down on the left boot. Does he like it? Oh yes, he does, and the Kerry fans in the canal end like it too. Just lifting and shifting up through the gears, and that's a fine score.
Well, the angle that we're giving you there just is perfect to illustrate what a lovely point that is. He had an option inside if he wanted to, but they want to get a few scores on the board, and they've brought it back very quickly now to a 4-point-to-3 match. It's Finian Hanley, is it, there as a blood substitution?
Well, Finian Hanley is just going off for treatment, and the blood sub is Kieran Fitzgerald, who many people thought would actually start in this match, or perhaps in the corner, with Gareth Bradshaw moving out to the half-back line. But Fitzgerald is in now as a blood sub for Finian Hanley. Here's Killian Young of Kerry. Company from Donncha Walsh, Brian Sheehan. Sheehan on the 45-metre line. That's wide. They're 5th wide. They've racked them up very quickly. Paul Conroy. Kerry ball. So the man who's about to take this line ball, Hanley is back in, Fitzgerald gone off. Colin Cooper, we haven't seen an awful lot of him so far. Cooper takes it. Declan O'Sullivan on his right boot this time. Scored one on the left. That's gorgeous. Just hung it up there, level for a second time, and 3 quick points from Kerry in the space of 3 minutes, and they've tied it up.
Lovely little pop in by the Gooch. Just when you're thinking the Gooch has gone a bit quiet and Star Donny hasn't started really, up pops Declan O'Sullivan to take control, and they're 2 really serious points he's just kicked.
It's hard to believe his debut with the team, as you saw there 5 years ago. Tomás O'Shea, confronted by Pádraig Joyce. Aidan O'Mahony, Killian Young. To his right is Donncha Walsh, but there's a big gap, and Young invited just to go forward as Sice backed off. Donaghy, they let it through. Goal chance. Brilliant goal. Absolutely fabulous by Donncha Walsh of Kerry. And they're motoring now. That is a gorgeous goal in the 19th minute.
And Killian Young, who's got so much loose ball, but watch the pass from Donaghy. It's with pace, out of the hand, and look at the finish. Walsh's little dink inside with the right foot. But this is the pass here at speed. Straight into the basket, little hop, steadies himself, and slips it into the corner. And that is a fantastic goal. No chance for any of the defenders, all taken out of it with quick hands, quick feet, and a deadly finish.
And as cool a finish as you will see anywhere. Donncha Walsh, they just keep coming up with these guys who love this stage, the biggest of the lot. But after that sticky period, remember 11 minutes in, Galway were leading Kerry by 4 points to 1. Now they have a 3-point cushion. Brian Sheehan. Aidan O'Mahony, it's gone really dark overhead. O'Mahony pumping that, and Finian Hanley just lost his footing. Kieran Donaghy. Tommy Walsh is in there with him. Donaghy Still in possession. That's brilliant play from Donaghy, but it was picked up off the ground by the Gooch, and he's not at all happy. The referee was in the perfect position to see this, only a few yards away, but did Cooper get the foot underneath?
I am pretty sure the referee is correct here. He absolutely is.
We've seen so many of those calls in this year's championship, players just picking the ball cleanly.
It was a great point chance. It was a tap over if he picked it up right.
Fiachra Brahana, 8 minutes since Galway's last score. Michael Meehan has got all 4 of them, and he's really been made to work extremely hard, and he held onto it too long.
Killian Youngdara is getting an awful lot of room on the Kerry half-back line, and they really have to pin him down.
Here's Declan O'Sullivan, all Kerry at the moment. A golden 3 without reply. Tommy Walsh, and Walsh given the space and the time to slot that over.
The Walsh is actually pointing where he wants that ball, and look, it's threaded through perfectly. A little bit of swing on it. Is this the new star, another new star we're looking at in Tommy Walsh?
Well, after making a fabulous start, Liam Salmon's team are in trouble at the moment. I tell you, when you look at those pictures, and the pictures you're seeing at home actually make it look lighter and brighter than it is here. On another day, they'd turn on the floodlights. It's only 4:20. Here's Barry Cullinan of Galway. They need a score, and he's held onto it too long. And Galway's composure and their discipline been tested to the hilt right now.
Yeah, he overheld it because he was looking for Pádraig Joyce all the time. He should have taken it on himself. Tough enough call. There's the foul for sure.
Free to Galway, despite the protests from Darragh O'Shea. Pádraig Joyce and Aidan O'Mahony have been at very close quarters for most of this game. Moved forward for descent.
Dead right. That's what gets all this out of our game. Bring it 13 metres forward enough times, and the coaches will get you the following week at training, and they'll sort you out.
Michael Meehan with the free, and that descent has been punished in the best fashion possible. Their first score in 11 minutes, and he's got all 5 of them. So a goal between them. Galway could do with some contributions from some of their other forwards. Gareth Bradshaw, that's Brian Sheehan of Kerry, right up close to him. Cormac Ban. Ban misplaced the pass straight to Donaghy Walsh, the Kerry goal scorer. And he's on it again. Darragh O'Shea, that familiar style, the head up looking for free players. Niall Coyne unfortunate, he couldn't hang on to it. Here's Tommy Walsh again. The Walshes are on fire. Colm Cooper. Cooper teasing Barry Cullinan and Damien Burke. He still has possession though. Okay, they're forcing him away from goal, but the attack comes from another Kerry player. O'Sullivan was very clever, he just let that bounce, and now he goes past Blake, and he's won the free too.
Big contribution from O'Sullivan there every time he gets it. Look, straight away shaping for the goal, trying to cut inside. He's working a goal chance now. Well, he's after drawing the foul just there now. Jersey been tugged back, and a yellow.
It's early in the match for Dermot Blake to be picking up a yellow. We'll have to be careful. Brian Sheehan just strokes that over. Very little effort involved in that for a free taker of his quality. But maximum return with Kerry going 1-6 to 5 points clear. feeling it's about to pour. Well, it is starting to rain as a few of the supporters over in the Cusack stand decide to run for cover.
And the gloves, of course, are being thrown onto the field now. Players don't want it. The pitch is going to get a little bit greasy.
Finian Hanley wants his gloves. There was treatment for Damien Burke. That was the stoppage in play.
I was going to say he wants a rope as well for that fella he's marking.
Total concentration from the Kerry manager, Paul Doherty. Restarts the match. Barry Cullinan winning that from Dara O'Shea. Galway free. Plenty of movement ahead, and that's over the shoulder of Michael Meehan. He's taken Mark O'Shea with him. Meehan hits the deck, free in for Galway, and they can move a little closer if Meehan converts this the foul.
Well, a handy enough one. Equalises the one up the other end, perhaps. But the movement before that free was taken, we can see it from the overhead. Michael Meehan made at least 3 dummy runs to lose Mark O'Shea, and this is his reward.
Meehan takes it himself, and if Kerry keep giving away frees in those sort of positions, just like Brian Sheehan for Kerry down at the other end, he'll slot them over.
He's actually striking the frees there with fierce power. I've never seen him hit the ball as hard. Even when he's close to the goal, he's hitting it as hard as if he was 30 metres away. But proving perfect accuracy so far.
Here come Kerry to respond. Tomas O'Shea. Declan O'Sullivan steadies himself. The rain starting to absolutely pour. What can you say about that? Just a simple team move, beautifully converted by Declan O'Sullivan.
And look at the way they mixed it up. The 2 guys inside are pointing to the skies, let it in long, but instead, no, it's a small little hand pass inside. Left foot this time, over the bar. Last involvement he had was an assist for the free.
That rain is very, very heavy, and Kerry lording it in terms of possession. Tomas O'Shea. Kerry have got plenty of runners forward here. Seamus Scanlon for Colin Cooper. That wasn't a good ball. Paul Conroy picks up the loose possession. Gareth Bradshaw for Michael Meehan again. Thomas Sullivan is having a torrid afternoon on him where they can get the ball to Meehan. He's looked so threatening. Meehan on his right boot. Murphy kept his eyes on it all the time. Easy save for a goalkeeper of his calibre. And Mark O'Shea sets Kerry going forward again. Seamus Scanlon. Brian Sheehan. Aidan O'Mahony. Kerry moving the ball forward. Tommy Walsh dispossessed though that time by Niall Coyne. Cullinan, Bradshaw, Diarmuid Blake. Moving their way across the park, Fiachra Brahana. Now it's Matthew Clancy, and Clancy has got away. There was a slip there from Mark O'Shea. Backwards he has to go to Conroy. Drills that in. Meehan unable though to keep it alive. Galway second wide, they're making a change. Now Niall Coleman, a lot of surprise that he wasn't named on the team when it was announced earlier this week by Liam Salmon, and Matthew Clancy has gone off, and I have a feeling that's that back injury that's been bothering him since the Connacht final.
Yeah, I heard you saying that in the pre-match build-up. I didn't realise he had a back injury coming into it. And that's the only reason he'd be off, because he's a valuable part of this team, all the work he does. Big loss now.
Yeah, he went off in Castlebar with concussion, but aggravated a back complaint and was unable to train an awful lot since, what was it, the 13th of July when Galway beat Mayo. Barry Cullinan. Oh dear, they've gifted possession to Kerry and they will endeavour to punish them. Declan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's through. O'Sullivan! Oh! That hit the upright. That would have been a contender for goal of the season. Absolutely superb from Declan O'Sullivan.
Goal of the decade there, if that had gone up. I think he nearly buckled it here. Watch it, the power of this. Bang.
And you can hear the reaction around Croke Park. They may need a new post. Donaghy winning that pretty easily. Brian Sheehan in towards Tommy Walsh. Paul Doherty collecting for Galway. Good play from Doherty. Niall Coyne. Just can't believe how dark it is here. Niall Coleman, the Galway substitute. Coleman with Colm Cooper, and Cooper fouling him several times. Free awarded, and Colm Cooper. A flash of the black card from referee Joe McQuillan. Finian Hanley, Diarmuid Blake over the head of Pádraig Joyce when he just fisted it forward. Killian Young has played well so far for Kerry. Aidan O'Mahony, Dara O'Shea, Niall Coyne out quickly ahead of Tommy Walsh. We could have a floodlit All-Ireland quarter-final before this match is over. Diarmuid Blake sending that in high. Two Galway men wait for that. It's broken for Gareth Bradshaw. Bradshaw scored in the Connacht final against Mayo and he fouled the ball there.
So that's harsh enough there. Well, yes, in fairness, he has overcarried it, Jack.
Now, the extra man popping up here for Kerry is Tom O'Sullivan. Nobody from Galway going with him, and O'Sullivan surging forward, continuing. That's Damien Burke of Galway, the Galway left corner back who challenges him. Colm Cooper just pulling that back across the 21 and picking out Dara O'Shea. O'Shea has Cullinan there, beats him easily. Made a bit of a fool out of Cullinan, and O'Shea lays it off to Tommy Walsh, and Walsh slots that over. That's a beautiful point again. Kerry have treated us to some fabulous team scores during this match. Great skill involved in this.
Look at the solo dummy from a big midfielder that you wouldn't expect would have that little skill to lose his marker so brilliantly. And then no ego, doesn't want to take it himself, will pop it out to Tommy Walsh. And that's Walsh's third one now. And he's more or less a debutant.
Diarmuid Blake. Pádraig Joyce. Galway would fancy a couple of scores before half-time. Mark Lydon will attempt to give them one. Normally very reliable, and he slotted that one over. And that's a fine score for Mark Lydon.
It certainly is. Badly wanted and very well finished by Mark Lydon. Came onto the breaking ball nicely and swung it over with a lot of conviction.
He's the first player other than Michael Meehan to score for Galway. Brilliantly fielded by Niall Coleman. They need more of that. Pádraig Joyce takes the free, moves it out towards Michael Meehan. He has the beating of Tom O'Sullivan from this position. Ball just ran away from him, and Meehan from an almost impossible angle has slotted that over. Kerry have scored some great points. That is a really great point from Michael Meehan.
Did it roll on the crossbar, Dara?
No idea.
No, it didn't. It just cleared it. But that actually looked to me like a miss hit, and that could have ended it up in the net so easily. but from such an awkward angle, he still has the ability, brilliant ability. He's carrying the fight to them really on his own now. He needs a bit of support.
He certainly does. A goal between them, 1 minute to be added on. Aidan O'Mahony.
Additional time, at least 1 minute.
Dara O'Shea launching that forward. Well, a long way off his intended target, who was Tommy Walsh. Stoppage time. It's been a very enjoyable first half. A lot of, I suppose the crowd, it took them a while to get stuck into it. Standout moment, Donncha Walsh's goal.
It's still been a great first half of score getting, score creating, top quality scoring.
Killian Young. Beg his pardon, it's Tomas O'Shea. Breaks well for Galway, for Niall Coleman. Have they time for one last attack, Galway? Diarmuid Blake to Mark Lydon. And Lydon moves it forward very quickly. This is Cormac Ban to bring them closer before half-time. And the Galway fans finding their voice big style now. That's an excellent score from Cormac Ban.
It's a really good team score, really good foot passing, and he gets onto his favourite side. And again, as we were saying, yet another outstanding point.
And there is the whistle in the darkness around Croke Park. And Galway very much in this match at half-time. It's been some battle between those two boys, but as Kevin said, we've seen some brilliant team scores from both sides. Michael Meehan has been carrying the fight to Kerry, but the key moment in the match, the goal from Donncha Walsh after 19 minutes at half-time at Croke Park. Kerry lead Galway by 1-8 to 9 points. The players, and well, it takes 3 minutes for the lights to be from the moment they're switched on for them to come up to full power, which they're now at, and the rain is still pouring down, but it's a lovely sight to see the lights on, even if it is only 3 minutes to 5 on the 9th of August.
But this is the first ever Floodlit Championship match for Croke Park, we think.
Yes. Kerry leading by 11-9. Kieran Fitzgerald on for Galway. Niall Coleman alongside Barry Cullinan at midfield. The pitch has taken and is continuing to take an awful lot of water, but with miles and miles of drainage underneath it as Colin Cooper gets through. Cooper into Donaghy. Point, is it? Yes, they've got it over the bar. Was he just trying to lift that over the head of Paul Doherty and into the back of the net?
Well, I was just thinking back to what Michael Lester said. Gooch should come out and make a liar, a fool of everybody. But he does the right thing. He frees it up. And if he just actually gets over that ball and bats it down the way, it has to be a goal. But he'll take the point.
And that's his first. He was going for goal. That reaction tells you he was. 1-9 to 9. Kerry winning clean possession. Declan O'Sullivan setting Dara O'Shea away, and O'Sullivan coming round the corner to join in again. That's Pádraig Joyce back helping out the under pressure Galway defence. Dara O'Shea. Aidan O'Mahony is available and now in possession for the All-Ireland champions. Took the hit from Cullinan. O'Mahony launches it high. Donaghy in after it. Scrambled away for Galway by Paul Doherty and out for a line ball far side for Kerry. The only areas, and it's great credit to the ground staff and indeed the technology underneath that pitch, the only areas that they had to fork at half-time were the two goal mouths. Everything else, the water just draining away, but it's very, very slippy. Colin Cooper. Cooper hangs that high. Donaghy's in under it again. It's wide though. 8 wide in total for Kerry.
Put the Gooch now in that right corner forward, and I think he will be happier there.
And just how wide was this?
Not wide at all.
No. Brilliant take from Barry Cullinan. Gareth Bradshaw. Bradshaw loves to get forward. That's a beautiful ball in, and Pádraig Joyce. Well, indeed, it was Paul Conroy who was in after that. He just couldn't stretch.
He should have done better, I believe, Dara. That was really just like the Wexford goal earlier on we were looking at. The defence lose the flight of the ball, and all he's got to do is get a touch on this and a little bit more cuteness. He'd have taken an extra step. They came in at pace, I accept that, but that's a chance.
Cullinan fisting that forward. Conroy breaks after it. That was Cormac Ban there who got a point during the first half. Gary Syce. And Syce for Michael Meehan. The scoring hero for Galway during the first 35 minutes. Just slipping on the greasy surface. Tom O'Sullivan got them going forward. Seamus Scanlon of Kerry. Tomás O'Shea off the top of the boot. Tommy Walsh. Galway have it back though. Niall Coyne. Led in long by Brahana. Paul Conroy unable to hang on. Mark O'Shea. Oh, what is Mark O'Shea at? Killian Young. Well, O'Shea, I'll tell you, he was totally in charge of that situation, but there was more pressure on him than I think he expected. And Declan O'Sullivan has been penalised. He got held up there by Fiachra Brahana.
Jumps into the tackle a little bit. He's holding his ground, and Declan's not trying to play the ball at all, so you can't argue with the referee.
Michael Meehan with this free. Galway 3 in arrears. Should suit him on the left side. Struck that absolutely beautifully, and he's drilled those over all day. Right out of the sweet spot. 2 down they are.
Well, it actually is a better one than the one we spoke about in the first half, because it's even more distant. That's about 50, 51, 2 metres out. And still a 2-point game. Galway well there.
They just won't go away. Now, this is a big moment for Galway. Joe Bergen has had terrible injury problems, I think since April of this year, and suffered a quad muscle injury. Liam Salmon was hoping to be able to introduce him, but now is the time for Joe Bergen and for Galway. Lydon of Galway to Diarmuid Blake. Blake moves that on quickly. Paul Conroy is going to go off. Look at the space that Michael Meehan has. They're 2 points down. The All-Ireland champions in a tricky situation at the moment, and Meehan on his right boot has just been sensational, and he's not done yet.
Well, the dummy, again, the run that he makes, he loses marking completely. Thomas Sullivan just is not at all happy. He's turned inside out on his right foot over the bar. Bergen is in now. Is this the lift that Galway are looking for?
Paul Conroy going off. Joe Bergen in. What a story this could be. Galway still leading by the bare minimum under the lights at Croke Park. Cullinan wins another one, but it breaks for Tomás O'Shea. Galway with plenty back there, but it falls again for Tomás O'Shea, and a great pace from the Kerry captain. He has Brian Sheehan to his left, but he's bottled up. Now Sheehan has it. It came back off Diarmuid Blake. A real scrap for possession, and the referee is going to throw the ball in to restart the game.
In the circumstances, good call. And somebody going to lose a few fingers if they didn't get control of it. Joe Bergen, by the way, is up in corner forward, Dara. That's where he's come out.
Cullinan and O'Shea reacting to each other. There appeared to be a kick thrown out there in anger, and Again, dissent, and the referee has been consistent on this, and this is an easy point for Kerry, which Brian Sheehan could knock over with his eyes closed. But there's that dissent again, and the referee moving the ball forward, and Barry Cullinan just needs to walk away from this now quickly.
Yeah, I think it's the original free that's going to annoy the Galway defence. A lot of protest there, and if you take it, they're not bluffing the referee, they're genuine protests. But Joe McQuillan gives the free in.
And Brian Sheehan slots that over. Reaction from the Galway fans as the All-Ireland champions double their advantage. Paul Doherty, the rain still absolutely lashing down. That was picked up off the floor by Seamus Scanlon. The temptation was there. Pat O'Shea doesn't have any raincoat on. He probably doesn't even feel the rain at the moment. He's so involved in this contest, and that's in for Bergen, and Murphy came a long way, and it's a Galway goal. What an impact Joe Bergen has made, and a mistake by Diarmuid Murphy, the two-time All-Star goalkeeper, the benchmark for the rest of the goalkeepers around the country. He committed himself here. Once he came out, he had to get the ball, and he didn't, and Bergen is back.
Well, you're dead right. Once he commits to going for it, he has to connect, because the slightest touch, and that's in the net. And what a story it is. A most deserving goal for Joe Bergen. After all the summer he's had, what a touch. What a goal.
Contact with the control centre immediately, please.
Now Kerry are going to make a substitution. Tommy Griffin for Padraig Reedy. So Reedy bites the dust. But Joe Bergen, what an impact. You talk about your substitutions changing games. Well, Joe Bergen, no matter how fit he is and how bad that quad muscle injury actually is, he's already made a huge contribution. Could make another one here, and Bergen has won it once more against O'Shea. Bergen lets it off. Queuing up for this, Niall Coleman on his left boot, and Coleman has put it wide, and they haven't kicked too many wides. Galway, 4 in total, 2 in the second half. They lead by a point.
Yeah, Coleman needed to recycle that ball left or right. He's not the most accurate of players. He should do what Cormac Fan is doing, get that ball out to the left quickly by hand. But snapshots by midfielders at this stage.
Cullinan again breaks it away from Dara O'Shea. Kerry are about to bring Owen Brosnan into the play. But Galway surging forward again. Gareth Bradshaw. And Bradshaw, that looks to be going wide. Well, it tailed in. A consultation behind the goal from the two umpires. I think they're going to give the point. I think they are. The Kerry goalkeeper and the defenders there are convinced. The referee right on top of the action. Is the point going to be given?
He's asking his linesman for a bit of help here. I think he will give it. It looked over to me, but Diarmuid Murphy is trying to make up his mind for him. I think it's a point.
Is it a point? Yes, it is. Well, now, we had the Colin Cooper point earlier on, so maybe one thing balances out the other. But you look at this starting off and you think, no, that's going wide, but it's curling and drifting in all the time.
And of course, it balances itself out there. If the Cooper point was given, the Cooper point wasn't given, and that's the key difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I beg your pardon. Galway leading by 2. The Cooper point seemed to sail over. Padraig Joyce, this is a great period for Galway. The All-Ireland champions are in trouble. Joyce dispossessed. Just lost it, and Brahanock to his right was waiting for that. Dara O'Shea. Now we're going to see what Kerry are made of, and just how the fitness is, how the mental fitness is after their exploits 6 days ago. Colin Cooper sliding in there after it. Kieran Fitzgerald. Free out to Galway, it would appear, and the referee is going to allow the change to happen now with Brosnan coming in.
In fact, just going back to the Cooper one earlier on that we were wondering about, I think it's pretty much accepted that it wasn't actually a score. So I think justice done overall.
Okay. Donegal Walsh, the goal scorer from the first half, is off. Owen Brosnan takes his place. Bradshaw. They're all absolutely drenched. A magic moment for Joe Bergen and for Galway.
Well, just as I said here so many Sundays, you can't coach size, and when you have it, a high ball like that, you should be able to get some part of the body on it. And he gets the fingertips, and he gets the reward.
Well won back for Kerry. Darragh O'Shea for Tommy Walsh. Walsh now to Declan O'Sullivan. Tomas O'Shea. Tommy Walsh down injured, and Tomas O'Shea. That is definitely wide. The shooting has been wayward. 9 in total, and Tommy Walsh has taken a fairly significant hit here. Ankle trouble.
Well, just on the hand pass, he was bringing it across the field. I think he must have lost his footing in the conditions. He's a big fella, do you see, and these guys go over on their ankles. It's not as simple as a 5'6" or 7" fella. You just see it coming up here now, just there.
Trying to fetch that. There was a lot of pushing and shoving in there. It's broken for Aidan O'Mahony, but Kerry have a free. O'Shea takes out Colin Cooper. That's Kieran Fitzgerald with him, and Cooper got away, but Fitzgerald dragged him back and dragged him to the floor, and a free in.
He's annoyed because he knows he has the goal chance. Yep. Once he drops Fitzgerald here, Fitzgerald does the experienced but somewhat cynical act of pulling him to the floor.
So a yellow for Kieran Fitzgerald. Galway substitute. Cooper will take the free himself. Easily converted. Just a 1-point game. Who'd be a manager?
It's so beautifully in the balance now. We have 20 minutes of this left. It's a seriously good game. Not the intensity and belting of real championship, but for all that, still a really quality match.
And Kieran Fitzgerald able to control that. Diarmuid Blake. Pumps that along. Bergen again is the target. A great tussle with Mark O'Shea. It's broken for Meehan. Meehan through for Galway. The save from Murphy, and Bergen has it for Galway yet again. On the turn, Joe Bergen. And he's put that over. Galway point. Meehan had designs on a goal, but they'll take the point and they lead by 2 again.
Great to get the point after the missed effort by Meehan. But that's what I love about Meehan. He sniffs the goal chance and he's good enough to have a go for it. They get the reward with the Bergen follow-up.
Aidan O'Mahony. Seamus Scanlon. Didn't get to that. Gareth Bradshaw. Scanlon looks tired. Pádraig Joyce. Bergen again is his intended target. Kerry come away with it. Darragh O'Shea. Killian Young. Colin Cooper is trying to get free. Furthest forward, as you'd expect. Kieran Donaghy, and Donaghy's got it. Needs some activity away from him, but that was an unwise challenge from Niall Coleman, and Donaghy had nobody really to lay it off to, so they'll be thrilled if Brian Sheehan can pop this over. Yellow for Niall Coleman, and we mentioned that Seamus Scanlon looked a bit on the tired side. He's worked hard around midfield. Daniel Bohan, wearing number 22, is replacing him.
That's the concession of this free that will annoy Liam Salmon intensely. It was a very cheap foul.
And Sheehan makes them pay. One between them again. This was the Niall Coleman challenge which led to the yellow card.
Yeah, he just needed to get goal side and put some heat on the ball and get the body working hard, but leaving in a late hand and pulling around, even though Johnny made the most of it too, you'd have to say.
Breaks well for Galway. Diarmuid Blake, Kieran Fitzgerald. The tactic is go long. We thought Kerry would do this lots, but it's working for Galway. They're in again. Meehan turns, and Meehan, here's a goal chance, and there were too many Kerry players back there. Cormac Bann's shot was blocked down. Sheer weight of numbers kept Galway out. Killian Young for Kerry. Kerry free. They're a point behind the two-time All-Ireland champions. Or two in a row All-Ireland champions, three in a row, mentioned a bit in the build-up to this game. Diarmuid Murphy's save. He got caught out and exposed with Bergen's goal, but he certainly stopped another one going in right there, Diarmuid Murphy. Brian Sheehan. Tomás O'Shea. Darragh O'Shea moving forward to his right. Tomás turns back. Sends it up high. Gary Sice did extremely well. Cooper being frustrated. He's looked frustrated for quite a long time in this game. Niall Coyne to Niall Coleman. Coleman stopped by Owen Brosnan. Great pace to it now. The rain is still pouring in Croke Park. But you cannot take your eyes off this game for a second. Meehan and Joyce stop Darragh O'Shea, and again for dissent, the referee moves the ball just inside the Galway 65-metre line. 20th minute of the second half. Cooper has got it now for Kerry. Steadies himself, turns around Niall Coyne, and Cooper to slot this over and bring Kerry level. And Donaghy punches the air. Kerry are level. The third time in the match the sides have been all square. But the All-Ireland champions not panicking at all. Cooper is pumped, but he had great poise here to take his point.
And he made most of it himself. He won the tap down to himself. He did the hop dummy to himself. And then he slotted it over as only he can. What a game we're having now.
It really is set up for a dramatic last quarter of an hour here. Coleman taken away from him by Tommy Griffin. Kieran Fitzgerald. Mark Lydon. They got away with that. Niall Coyne. Cullinan is screaming for it. He's got it, the big midfielder. Now it's with Pádraig Joyce. Joyce out into the corner. Joe Bergen is a good distance away from it. That's Daniel Bohan, the new man in for Kerry. Mark O'Shea. Aidan O'Mahony. It wasn't the best ball that's been played to Aidan O'Mahony, and it's broken kindly for Galway. Joyce going long and asking an awful lot of Joe Bergen, and he's just not able to get there. Daniel Bohan does easily. Tomás O'Shea. Diarmuid Murphy. Kerry start again, they build again with Aidan O'Mahony. O'Mahony put under pressure by Pádraig Joyce, not a very clever pass, but they got away with it, and now Owen Brosnan, and we know just how comfortable he is if they give him space at surging forward with the ball on his toe. Colin Cooper, they want it again. And the point has been scored by Declan O'Sullivan. Sensible option, and Kerry go in front.
And look at the link play. This is terrific. He's eyeing up the goal chance. He's getting the old brain ticking. Do I need it? Not really. The point gives me the lead. I'll take it.
Another substitution on the way for Kerry. Darren O'Sullivan, Pat O'Shea emptying the bench. 3 points in a row for Kerry, have them leading. Killian Young with the line ball for the All-Ireland champions. Good block down. Free to Galway. Niall Coleman, that came off the outside of his right boot. Bergen isn't going to give up. Daniel Bohan there with him, and Bohan has made an impression since coming on as well for Kerry. Aidan O'Mahony, Darragh O'Shea, Tom O'Sullivan. Kerry working the ball up the park. They have a 1-point lead, and Colin Cooper is getting more space away from Gary Syce. Cooper held up by Syce, sending that in low to Kieran Donaghy. Tommy Walsh trying to move off him. It's so hard just to hold onto the football in this monsoon conditions. Kieran Donaghy, that trademark bounce. Now it's Brian Sheehan. Sheehan from a tricky angle has slotted that over, and Kerry are showing all their quality now. The All-Ireland champions just refusing to panic.
It's just the quality of the scores, Darragh. One better than the other. These aren't the simple chances they look like on television, but the accuracy been shown by both sets of forwards. Superb.
4 points in succession from Kerry. There is Darren O'Sullivan, and he has replaced Tommy Walsh. Barry Cullinan, comfortable take for him. Niall Coyne dispossessed. Our Galway starting to wilt at the crucial time in this game. Just over 10 minutes to go. Killian Young of Kerry. Young gets away from the desperate challenge from Brannock, and he's still going. Here's Colin Cooper. Cooper with the fist, and they'll take everything they can get now just to try and ease themselves away from Galway, who have been putting up a fantastic spirited challenge in this match, and Kerry needing all their craft and their guile to go 3 clear.
What I like about this, and I often talk about it, is the defenders know that they're forwards with deadly accuracy in front of them, and they get the ball to the real go-to players when it gets crucial. 10 minutes to go. Who else would you want with the ball but the Gooch?
Matthew Clancy is coming back in for Galway, and it's Cormac Bann who's going to go off. So they've obviously, the medical staff have been working very hard on Matthew Clancy. And they've got him back in.
That Jeremy Murphy save earlier on there is looking so crucial now, isn't it?
Big time, absolutely. Still a lot of football to be played in this All-Ireland quarter-final. Declan O'Sullivan has had a really, really good game for Kerry, and he ain't done yet. That's Pádraig Joyce, who has worked extremely hard for his team all over the park. It breaks for Darren O'Sullivan, couldn't pick it first time. Kieran Donaghy over there to try and give him an option, and it's broken for Donaghy. Finian Hanley there beside him. Darren O'Sullivan, Declan O'Sullivan, Darragh O'Shea. How many passes involved in this move? Tommy Griffin to Colin Cooper, and the passing fest continues. And Aidan O'Mahony, can he get in on the scoring act? Oh yes, he can, and they move 2 scores away from Galway. This is most impressive from Kerry. They're not home and dry yet, if you'll pardon the non-pun, but they're getting there.
Doesn't that remind you of the last few years when they're under a bit of pressure, bringing the ball from one side of the field? Was it Dublin, I think? Last year, perhaps year before, working it right across the field and finishing with a killer shot then.
6 on the spin from Kerry. And they've a free. Everything is going against Galway now. Galway's tally 113 would beat most teams. And there's still a fair bit of football left to be played. Gary Sice. Dermot Blake. Galway. Well, during that 11 minutes, Kerry had just gone to town with those 6 points in a row. Niall Coleman. There was a slip in there by Bohan. Bergen knocks it down. Pádraig Joyce. They need a score, and they have it. We really have been treated to some wonderful points.
Amazing to say that's Pádraig's first one, I believe.
It is indeed.
Keeps it back to a goal, and while there's 3 points in it, you always have a chance with Bergen in there and with Meehan in there, and the weather conditions, of course, the way they are.
Colin Cooper just having some treatment also. Well, all the players I'm sure will be glad about a little breather. That's Declan Meehan. Wasn't fit enough to start this game. Cooper's okay again.
Fogra Onagordi, Agorda message. Due to flooding on Jones Road.
Well, to give you an idea of just how heavy the rain has been, you can hear the announcement on the PA system that Jones's Road is flooded, and everybody who's in the Hogan stand has to leave via the canal end.
On a boat, I take it.
Sure, there.
Please follow any instructions given by Gordy.
Niall Coyne, forget about that stuff for a moment. That's a Kerry ball.
And a silly by Niall Coyne. Walked into that one, nowhere to go. One touch, he was going to be put over the sideline.
Exit at the Down Stand end stadium.
Tommy Griffin.
Flooding on Jones Road.
Darragh O'Shea.
Entrance on the home stand must.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Into Darren O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan steadies down, and O'Sullivan has he slotted that over. It looks good from here. White flag goes up, and that 2-score margin is there again. They lead by 4.
I have to say, it's one of the greatest exhibitions of point taking I've seen. Every open chance that came their way, both sides seemed well capable of putting them over. Incredible accuracy.
Dermot Blake has gone off, and Declan Meehan is in. A goal and a point, what's required for Galway. Just under 5 minutes to go. Michael Meehan. I don't even have to tell you, see the white flag going up. You start to run out of ways to describe the quality of the points we've seen.
My programme is destroyed with black marks after Michael Meehan, that's all I can say. There's no room left.
Points he's got, and a goal between them again. Hangs up invitingly. Coleman tried to get to it. Here's Declan Meehan. Now it's Kieran Fitzgerald. Joe Bergen is calling for it already. Meehan has launched that forward and gone down in pain. He's clutching his left ankle. Pádraig Joyce tried to get to that. It could still break. Here's Matthew Clancy. Clancy drills it. And a good stop by Diarmuid Murphy. A good solid stop. It wasn't far enough either side of it. But here's Kerry making problems for themselves. But Declan O'Sullivan got away with that. Still a goal between them.
They needed the point there, really. Point was good enough for them.
Tomás O'Shea. Tommy Griffin. The All-Ireland champions not out of danger just yet. Darragh O'Shea. Colin Cooper looking for it, he pointed, telling O'Shea where he wanted it. Now they could be out of danger. It's Brian Sheehan for Kerry, and again the sensible option taken. Just fisting the ball over the bar. Breathing space again.
That's the second one-on-one essentially. Gooch had one earlier. And they're putting it beyond the 3-point to give you the insurance all the time. It's clever. They want to just extend that gap, make it 4. This is the one that I was talking about earlier on. I think a point would have been good enough there. But Dara, I mean, flooding, darkness, rain, we'd take extra time if it was going here. It's a great match.
Kieran Donaghy isn't moving particularly freely. Remember that image from last Sunday evening when he had the 2 ice packs stretched or strapped onto his calf muscles. He was suffering from the effects of cramp after putting in a hard game, and that is some more Galway discipline and a free from where the ball landed after the foul on Aidan O'Mahony, and he's winded but certainly in no hurry to get back to his feet after this.
It's Niall Coleman that's coming in, and at this stage of the match that's what you don't want, slowing the play down. You have an injured player getting attention. They also have the free that's coming up, and that's old soldier stuff. You know what they're doing there.
But they must exit at the down stand end of the ground. They must exit at the down stand end of the ground due to flooding on Jones Road. There are stewards at the back of the stands and who directly down the direction of the down stand.
Brian Sheehan.
Stadium.
Again, it's well within his range, and this really would put Kerry close, very close, and closer to the winning line. That's beautiful from Brian Sheehan.
Better kick. I don't want to overstate it, but another few metres that would have cleared the net at the back of the goals. A brilliant strike in conditions that are absolutely horrendous.
120 to 115. You'd settle for that sort of score in the Cork-Kilkenny hurling semi-final tomorrow. It's just been free scoring. It's been great to watch, and that ball is going to be thrown in.
Hasn't cleared the exclusion zone.
Finian Hanley, an elementary mistake.
Yeah, hasn't gone the 13 metres it has to go. And Joe McQuillan has it spotted like the eagle-eyed referee that he is today. He hasn't missed much.
Last minute of the regulation 70. 2 minutes to be added on. Barry Cullinan fouled in there, and there was a reaction from Barry Cullinan towards Colm Cooper. The referee was right on hand to see this. Have a look again. Oh dear.
Well, if that connects with his face, the Gooch is going to know about it. Cullinan has that little bit of devil in him sometimes, but he was fouled originally, of course.
Certainly, absolutely. And what will the referee do in this situation? This stoppage doesn't help Galway in any means. They're in a very, very difficult situation, and Barry Cullinan has run to the 65-metre line. You can see
he may run back
blood
now.
streaming from his face, but the referee wants to have a word with him. Colm Cooper had a part to play in that whole incident, but there was the reaction afterwards, which the referee wants to have a word with Barry Cullinan about. Yellow for Cullinan and a yellow for Cooper. But it's a 5-point advantage for Kerry at the moment, the All-Ireland champions. The cheering you're hearing is for Kieran Donaghy, who's going off. And he is being replaced by Kieran O'Leary. And Barry Cullinan, after that bad facial injury, is going to have to go off and receive treatment. Alan Burke is on for Galway, wearing number 25. There's Kieran O'Leary, Dara O'Shea, Tomás O'Shea, Tommy Griffin, Tomás O'Shea, Colm Cooper, Declan O'Sullivan, Dara O'Shea. O'Shea, the icing on the cake this would be. You never write him off, and you certainly do not write Kerry off. This has been So impressive. 121 to 115. Glorious point.
Well, and hugely appropriate, I suppose, because it is a 71st championship game I think Dara's playing today. You know,
1994
fantastic
debut.
record.
Wow.
Fantastic.
We've seen it all here today. Galway are heading out of the championship, but they've played their part, a big part in an enthralling All-Ireland quarter-final. Aidan O'Mahony for Kerry. Colin Cooper. Loose pass. 16 minutes into the second half. Following the goal from Joe Bergen, Galway led by 113 to 111. They need 2 lightning fast goals. The 2 minutes well up at this stage. Matthew Clancy came back on for Galway. Clancy around the corner. Has he slotted that over? He has, but really at this stage now it is just a consolation score, and that is the final act of what's been a fabulous All-Ireland quarter-final. Kerry have shown their star quality. 16 minutes in, as we said, Joe Bergen's point put Galway 113 to 111 in front. But Kerry went on the rampage after that, and they scored 6 unanswered points to turn it around, and they just powered home. Michael Meehan was outstanding all the way through the game. Scored a total of what, 10 points?
Yeah, that's what I'm down for, 10 points, and every way you wanted it. Right, left, distance, close in, freeze, out of your hands. Fantastic.
A pure football match, and Kerry in Croke Park in August, well, as Galway found out, they are a different proposition. They marched through to another All-Ireland